I would always put on Kraftwerk as a big influence for me as a German young DJ and get into electronic music. But I was always looking for all kinds of music because I also loved heavy metal music or hip hop or kind of avant-garde new wave jazz music, you know, like Taxedomon. So I had a wide spectrum of interest into music, and that what I represent as a DJ and also represented as a label owner from a label called International DJ Gigolo Records, and signed a lot of artists from all around the world. And the thing was, you never know what's coming up next. There can be a Bobby Conda's record or a Kiko record or David Carretta or Mesquiten and Tihaka, and the next record can be Doppler Effect or Dirty Criminals, like hardcore acid, and it was all kinds of music. So I was searching for new music for artists, and then suddenly there was no name for that new thing, so I thought I'm gonna give it a name, so I come up with the idea to call it Electroclash. And suddenly it was exploding, you know, and Tiga and Fisher Spooner and all these people came up and released big records. Zombie Nation went #2 in the UK charts, sold hundreds and hundreds of thousands of records, and it was interesting to see how the business goes. And you know, because with Gigolo I was always like doing my thing, not respecting the rules of the music business. I come up with new rules and new ideas and new concepts, and that was always my goal, to find new ways to present artists, to present music, to release stuff, to do parties even, you know, and take care of every little aspect, from the promotion, from the flyer. So every move, everything was an artistic kind of way of doing it. I mean, it's interesting that the whole world is gonna go back into concepts from the 90s, also the fashion world, and especially the music DJ world, especially techno music. It's really influenced by 90s hardcore techno and rave music, and I never thought it's gonna hold on for this new trend. It's already 2, 3, 4 years. And I thought this was maybe a thing of the summer and the kids will like it because they missed it in the early 90s. But now it's going on, it's even more and more. And I played some rave tunes, not the old ones, but like updated versions. I really think it's fascinating that this early rave sound from the Love Parade or Mayday or early 90s is here again, and the kids go for it, you know. And I'm very happy for that. So I never thought it's gonna go that way, that even Dior is doing commercials with like hardcore techno music as a soundtrack, and Balenciaga asked me to be part of an art project with my techno music. So I think it's a big respect they pay back, and I'm really happy to work with them. The explosion of techno and house music is like incredible. We never thought it's gonna be such a successful, and DJs flying in private jets, you know, over the world, and get millions of euro or dollar or whatever you want, you know. It's kind of out of control, maybe. That's maybe why it's no future, you know. So it's hard to see, or interesting to see people that come up quickly with no history, with no releases, with no speciality, with just like regular music, but they're really hyped up by social media and stuff. I mean, I don't want to criticize this, but as Jeff Mills said, back in the days, you have to present something or do something or be artistical or be different or be your own, you know, be doing something special and not just being a regular and then being successful for no reason. And then I have a new album coming up. It's called, Past, Present, No Future. and that represents more like old school house with old school drum machines, and it sounds like 80s. The future for me is release all my back catalog, because nobody knows about that music. And to me it's old-fashioned, but I think for the kids it's fresh. Yeah. I'm not totally interested, that's why I'm not releasing it. I'm more the guy who's not playing his own music, because to me it doesn't feel right. If I play my own music, it have to be announced, you know, that I only play my stuff or something, and that I will maybe not do it. So I was asked to work with the orchestra, classical orchestra, and I'm really afraid of doing it, because I know Derek May did it and Jeff Mills, and I want to do it my way. So I don't know how I will gonna do that and how I will succeed on that, because I also realized that I have to go out of the regular weekly business and traveling and doing stuff, because you have to concentrate on that thing, on that project, and there's a lot of people and they start working at 8 o'clock in the morning, you know, and so they have a break in 12 o'clock for food, and then they want to go home at 4 o'clock. And if I say let's do a night session, I'm tired from the weekend, you know, I can cap around, I get up around 2, let's start at 5, you know, they will not accept it. So I have to change, for a while I have to change my lifestyle and routine, and get into their routine and understand what they think about music, and, you know, and arrangements and melodies and stuff. So I will write a techno opera. The other thing is, what's interesting to me is I also built the stage. So I have impact in doing stage design, and my first idea was, and inside this opera place I will put a club in there, like a dark techno club, and you know, because techno is loud and dirty, and there's strobe lights and stuff. So the second idea was, we have to get earplugs to the opera audience, because they will think it's too loud, you know, it's too noisy, it's not music. So I have to really take care of all these parts and ideas. So, but there will be a techno club inside an opera house. That's the first thing, and from there, because there's also singing, opera singer, and from there I have to build up things, and that's my future for the next year, I think.